Hey everyone, Christina Del Rey with your forecast for the week of December 28th, 2020. We have finally made it to the last week of December, of last week of the year. It is here and it is not going out without a bang, without some intensity, because that is how 2020 has been all year long. So we have Tuesday, we have a full moon in Cancer. It is an emotional one. So it is really going to be about bringing the past to a close. It's going to be about letting go of what no longer works in your life and getting excited for your future as well. But this will not go without, emotions and an intensity. This is a week of endings. I do think there will be significant endings, but with endings, there's always new beginnings, and we really just need to get excited about our future once we go through what we need to close out for 2020. And I wanted to say too, like Wednesday and Thursday, we have Venus squaring Neptune, and to me this says, deception in relationships. So I would just be careful, watch out for that. Also too, with Neptune, you can have a little too much fun partying and things like that. So, just be aware. But Venus does meet up with the South Node, and, to me, this says you have to let go of some kind of deception or something that's not right in your life. And it might be a disappointment, but, it needs to be shed. But let's see where all of this falls in your horoscope for the week. Hello, Leo. We are so happy to have 2020 ending, aren't we? It has been quite a year for us. So, what is happening? Well, this full moon is happening in a part of the sky that has to do with what is behind the scenes, or your connection to spirit, or it also has to do with karmic endings. And it has to do with institutions or places where people are secluded, like hospitals and prisons. Okay, so there's a full moon, there's a culmination here with something in this area for you. And, it might not be super conscious. This might be more of an unconscious energy, and it could even come to you in your dreams too. So watch out for that. And this full moon is making a square to Chiron, and Chiron is a wound. Okay, so it's asking you to take action on a wound, and the wound is in your ninth house. So that has to do with law, philosophy, education, or long distance travel, immigration. But there's something here that is you can feel the wound and you have to take some kind of action on it, and that action will free you. So this moon is making a sextile to Uranus in your 10th house. So the 10th house has to do with your social standing, your reputation, your career. And it's saying if you move on this area, this 9th house area, this wound that you've been carrying all year with you, maybe longer, then you're going to free yourself. You're going to free yourself in the area of career, social standing, or reputation. And it's going to be a good kind of freeing. It's going to be like you're going to be able to let go of what no longer serves you, so you can begin the future and get excited about your future as well. Again, this has to do with the subconscious. So, you might feel wounding, but you're not really sure what it's about. So, I would ask your spirit guides to guide you along. Don't forget that, Jupiter and Saturn are still in the early degrees of your relationship area, partnership area. So that has to do with business partnerships, or it has to do with personal relationships. So it's in the beginning stages. So a seed is planted there. So, this full moon is wrapping up this year so that you can begin that new area of your life. I should mention too that Jupiter and Saturn in your 7th house has to do with something coming out in the public now, something that you've been working on, but now it's coming out in the public. And in a good way, as long as you've been doing the work honestly. This week we also have Venus squaring Neptune, so I would watch out for some deception in a relationship. Lies, deceit. Just be careful with Neptune square Venus. Be careful when you are partaking in any kind of New Year's celebrations, that you are not partaking of too much substances or anything like that if you are, so inclined to do, because, you could overdo it with this energy. Maybe somebody is not being 100% truthful. Just, be careful with this energy. And then Venus is going to meet up on Thursday with the South Node. So really this is letting go. This is letting go of a relationship, or this is letting go of a cycle, a creative project, a cycle with your children that was happening. This could be losses in money too, or deception about money, letting go of some kind of financial matter, some kind of intimacy matter, secrets, any secrets that have been kept. This really does, kind of say, I'm sure you're not going to be surprised at what it is. I think you'll know. But, this is letting go, and so you can begin your future, and you have a new cycle to begin. You have a new year to begin, and whatever doesn't serve has to go. And if you haven't seen my yearly forecast, I will link it below. But I think it'll be a great week, and I will be back in January to give you your forecast.